Hola clase. Today we're going to learn a little bit about the verb gustar and do some reviewing from a topic that we looked at much earlier this school year. So our meta for this lesson is puedo usar el verbo gustar. I can use the verb gustar. So before we get into the verb gustar, I want you guys to do this little warm-up activity. Just pause the video, take a few minutes, and answer these questions. Also, you should know at any point during this video that you need to pause, rewind, and re-listen to any section. That is totally acceptable as well. You should have the guided notes that accompany this video printed out and ready to go so you can fill them in as we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and review this warm-up activity. The first question says, ¿Qué te gusta más, la pizza o la hamburguesa? So that is asking you, what do you like more? We remember this, ¿Qué te gusta más? From our unit that we did about activities that we like to do. So, ¿Qué te gusta más? What do you like more? And we have the option of la pizza o la hamburguesa. So do you like pizza or hamburgers more? So for me, me gusta más, I'm going to choose la hamburguesa. Número 2, ¿qué te gusta más? ¿El pastel o el helado? What do you like more? Cake or ice cream? So for me, I'm going to go with me gusta más el pastel. I love cake. It's my favorite. ¿Qué te gustan más? ¿Las verduras o las frutas? What do you like more? Fruit or vegetables? For most people, this is probably the case. Me gustan más las frutas. I like fruit more. ¿Qué te gustan más? ¿Las papas fritas o las galletas? So what do you like more, French fries or cookies? I think I could survive on French fries. So, me gustan más las papas fritas. So earlier this year, when we learned about the verb gustar, we used it with activities, things that we like to do. We said like, me gusta bailar, me gusta mucho hablar por teléfono. But as you're seeing in these questions, we can also use this verb to talk about things that we like. And if you're picking up on it, there's actually two different ways that we conjugate the verb gustar. We can use it like gusta, or we can use it like gustan. And if you're picking up on it even more, you're seeing the difference. La pizza is singular, whereas las verduras is plural. So that's a little bit what we're going to get into today. So let's start with talking about the differences between gusta versus gustan. And again, now you should be following along on your guided notes and writing them down as you watch the video, pausing as needed to make sure that you're getting everything down correctly. We use gusta to say that we like to do things. That's like our infinitive verbs that we learned a long time ago, bailar, hablar, cantar, dibujar, comer. And then we also can use gusta to say that we like singular nouns, like la pizza, la hamburguesa, el helado. Here are a few examples of using gusta. Me gusta bailar. I like to dance. So bailar, that's one of our infinitive verbs. Te gusta el chocolate. You like chocolate. El chocolate, that's a singular noun. Nos gusta la comida mexicana. We like Mexican food. La comida, that's also a singular noun. So in all of those cases, we're going to use gusta. we will use gustan to say that we like plural nouns or a list of singular nouns. So me gustan las hamburguesas. Las hamburguesas is a plural noun. I'm sorry for my typo there. It looks like I got an autocorrect. It should be hamburgers, not ma burgers. Me gustan las hamburguesas. I like hamburgers. Le gustan las frutas. He likes fruits. Las frutas is another plural noun. And then nos gustan la pizza y el helado. So la pizza y el helado, we like pizza and ice cream. Two singular nouns, but it's more than one thing. So that's a list of nouns. Pizza y el helado. Right? It's plural because there is more than one thing. Okay? More than one thing means we need to use gustan in our sentence. So I want to go back to me gustan las hamburguesas. That says I like hamburgers, and las hamburguesas is a plural noun, so I used gustan. What would happen if I was trying to say I like to eat hamburgers? What am I going to do now? Should I use Gusta or should I use Gustan? I have a plural noun in that sentence, but I also have an infinitive verb. And the answer is I have to use gusta because of comer. I like to eat. That's what I'm talking about, the activity to eat hamburgers. So me gusta comer las hamburguesas. So how do we express who likes or dislikes something? With gustar, we're going to use our indirect object pronouns to tell who likes and dislikes something. So with our regular verbs like hablar and cantar and dibujar, we conjugated those verbs, we had our subject pronouns, we had all the various different verb endings. Gustar doesn't do that. As you just saw, we only can conjugate it as gusta or gustan. And it also doesn't use the subject pronouns. Instead, it's going to use indirect object pronouns, and that's these. Me, for I, with me gusta, I like. Te gusta, you like. Le gusta, he or she likes, or you form a like. Nos gusta, we like. And les gusta, they like or you all like you plural like. To say that you don't like something, just put the word no before the indirect object pronoun. So no me gusta means I do not like. And that's the same thing we learned a long time ago when we used this phrase with our activities. We also have the ability to add emphasis or clarification to our indirect object pronouns. In the case of le and les, we could be referring to many different people. We could be talking about he or she or usted, or we could be talking about ellos or ellas or ustedes. We don't know which one we're talking about when we just see le or les. So we can use an extra phrase in front of our phrase that we have thus far to add clarification of who we're talking about or to just emphasize what we're talking about. So here's what that would look like. A mí in front of me gusta for I like. A ti in front of te gusta for you like. That's just emphasizing it. Like I really mean what I'm saying. A mí me gusta. In front of le gusta, you could say a él or a ella or a usted. In front of nos gusta, you could add a nosotros or a nosotras. In front of les gusta, you might add a ellos, a ellas, or a ustedes. Sometimes, like with él or ella, we could even use their names as part of the clarifying phrase. So instead of saying a él le gusta, I could say a Juan le gusta, and that means Juan likes. So now you know who he is. It's Juan. Instead of saying a ellas les gusta, I could say a Sara y a Marta les gusta, to mean Sarah and Marta like. That way you know who les is referring to. To say that you don't like something, you will just put the word no before the indirect object pronoun and after that clarifying and emphasizing phrase. So the word no is going to go right here. A mí no me gusta. I do not like. The no always goes before the indirect object pronoun. We learned about the verb encantar also when we were talking about our activities and hobbies that we like to do. The verb encantar is going to follow all the same rules as gustar. Encantar means to really, really like something a lot, like to love something, but keep in mind that this is not the verb that we use to talk about romantic love for another person. It's like if I were to tell you, me encanta el chocolate, I love chocolate, or me encantan las papas fritas, I love French fries. Like I more than like those things, I really, really, really like those things, I love them. So they follow the same rules. You're going to use your indirect object pronouns. That's your me, te, le, nos, and les. And it's only going to conjugate as either encanta or encantan. And again, how you conjugate it depends on what you love. So encanta could be for an activity, right? That's your infinitive verb. It could also be for a singular noun, right? One thing that you love. Whereas encantan is going to be for plural nouns or a list of nouns. Basically, more than one thing. Just as a reminder, sometimes we have to answer questions that use the verb gustar or encantar. If you see a question like this, ¿te gustan las verduras? Whatever they're asking you about, they're just asking you if you like it. ¿Te gustan las verduras? Do you like vegetables? When you have these types of questions, we call it a yes or no question. You're going to either answer it affirmatively by saying yes or negatively by saying no. When we answer questions yes, we just say sí, me gustan, or sí, me gustan las verduras. When you answer a question negatively, don't forget in Spanish you have to have two no's. No, no. No, no me gustan, or no, no me gustan las verduras. The first no answers the question and says no. The second no means not. I do not like vegetables. We can add these phrases, mucho or nada, to just add to our level of like or dislike. Si me gustan mucho, yes, I like it a lot. No, no me gustan nada, no, I do not like them at all. So not at all, nada, not at all. Okay, guys, well, this was your lesson on Gusta versus Gustan and using your indirect object pronouns to tell who likes and dislikes things. If you have any questions about any of this content, make sure you jot it down so you can ask me the next time we're in class.